Dumia no about the Shima Munina, a brass to send some Hodwa, yes, Sasso, we say, Adom TV, Premtobre Kasee, the Bedamo, we are some of the baby say, Brashaba Jania, one no Jeremoma, a saint, a tiffy, as I break court, actually, there was one paba, we hear him on the man in Crofo, Sanso, and I would do any check for the Abaya, Sabia, and penny for the Fidie, Dallas is a Fidie, Biacoma, one said a beboa, a moment for how Hodono, a beboa Momonium Pum de, Sanso, not do any Hremu, I was senior, Brashaba Jania horse on Tiasis into Quattro, a by person within a Jim way, and in Sembi, and the Aboni Nano de Bros, Adom TV, a Viapram to Brecassier, Obri Abois, Fenton Premidiamiso. Afeyanye brana Kasee no ye muma mu amra hye badwane ogina muma asenof eyo numunyanfo jachi question na opani ne ho abasem ni nyina ne se nipa bi na kodan akoto se nkrata se mo ogina so e de beye mra hye badwane no enane kwamti ye mane nkotena fie nenso wo se wo mpa aba mra hye badwa fie no wo se soafo a ohwe nyina mahode ne so se ne mpatem ba bi wo ho a obehia se obenya nkane nti o mamode antremu ne nkoduru ho
James Jachi Kasee nya oye mrahye bedwane a wogina ma wo no mu a wo asen north abato mpesua so ekon mrahye bedwamu no e na wode akoto soafo a wo hwe nyina mahode hu nsem so enemu se won fa hyehyeye nwu akwan mu se ne be ya ne manfo a wonom ewo kanan tatari nkwanta ene nkraja che kurum subin so dwene na kire yite ene emia foforo bi eka ho no wonya nkane a ewo ho
I rise to ask the for energy what steps communities in the Asin North constituency to the national grid. Canaan, Tatrin Quanta, and Nkreja, Chekro, Subinso, Junechu, Ayite, Gold Coast Camp, Krofo Frodo, Adau, Kwaku, Edu, and Abuja. Thank you.
Na bra soafo abi de akire a wo hwe enyamahode hu nsem so William Oreku Edu eyi mrahye bedwane no adesrede no ano no e na woda na die se omo be hye sa nkura hodo yi nso se ne be ya edu bra wo san atwenkane a ede akọ emia foforo a wo mo nso wode won ebeka ho
communities namely Canaan, Tatren Panta, and Ninkraja, Chekrom, Subinso, Junache, Ayite, Gold Coast Camp, Krofo Fodu, Adau, Kwaku, and Abuja do not form part of any of the ministry's ongoing projects. The communities have been noted and will be considered for connection to the national electricity grid in subsequent phases of the electrification program. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Dominic Nampare mrahye bedwane de mo manfo sene apuya batos mpesua so e wobono apuya mantamu na wode atodwa se wonte ase aban din susue bi ba se ntoku ato mekire property rate opese ono mum na gigye ne mum enko mensen bedwane ho wosisa aban tu sa na mo no a sika hodo e de ko mensen bedwane mu no enkum ebesa ba bedi aban ho ebasa emwa ema mensen hodo mpuntu a wonom se onsaka no wonom enya
edwendwene fa bi a ewo afimpinu ene aduonu mienu akọhoma sika ni mu a aban ede to emrahye bedwafo enimu se awon ma aban ne kwan na onu akasa enkomensini ni mu enkojeje property rates no sebe ya waji wi a wadi emu chefa bi ebe ma mensini no ana Dominic Nampare ya woye emrahye bedwane a wogina ma won mo wasini East a wasan so eye local government no ekuba ewe emrahye bedwamu ede to Adom Kasee amani buni ohene amponsa enimu se
kese nipa no wo ha office ometumaye na o ma o abeya na se ne etosi anti ama o muntu ngije no enu na wo se yahwe na ye se ebia o mo gije a ebia asam na nkura ni ya enu na wo so behwe na o mo ma no o mo kura ni ye ana se gije na o muntu ngije a ya build o mo capacity na obutimi egije enu nti na ye ka se enye aban asede se o mo san be gije sa ato no ena ye fears kase kura ba kwa e wo ho a aban timi nka so sa ba gije tax areas are only about local government say or sign the apostle because headache of decentralization say decentralized responsibilities no I can't say but decentralized fiscally.
Dominic Nampare esusu se se wo makwan e ma aban ekomensin ne mu ekoje saa sika yi a enya de se wode mensin chefa wo mu no ebema no amanetinya ye mpumtuo ewo mensin ne mu na afin so kra no local government act no emma ho kwan se obeyesa
this assembly ejumana aban ya hyehyɛ de sɛ yɛdecentralize amambo no akɔ this no em sɛ wɔdwumadi no so a wɔn hia sika kase pa a wɔso wɔde ɛyɛ adwuma eno ena central government ehwe say omo the areas of revenue be ebema this assemblies na omo agigi e dey omo ebutu djuma na key among them ena property rate oka ho asem na emra no e kire say fees and fines no raise nyina ne taxes nyina ayewo this level aban ACDD ama this assembly so womo na ye authority awo so omo agigi na baban eni hu kwan so ne omo di ama assembly so no omo sabe kase omo oche no mo agigi ananse omo sabe kase omo beboa womo na womo agigi na ne yenim se awose aban ye ema this assemblies central government and they say e was say womo na womo ebo the local governors fapem no mutimi di djuma e was say womo
Collins in team aya so afa be de akira a wo hwe nkronkura memo ne mpuntu so na wode ato dwa se ye wo contractors bia aban wode enwumako bi ahye wonom se titru ne mantam be sensia te no foforo no mu so wonye mpuntu dwuma hodo wom nanso omadwuma na akwa se akyekyedeɛ na nte kenye kom obesere wo ma se omunya ne ntem se de be ye aban ho nkodimu e wo sikasem mu na dwuma na betimi akoso ntentem de ama manfo no
Sadie aban ede enyuma hodo ahye asofo ensa wo Ghana hanom nti abribiara no aya na asofo inso ehwe se obeye omafam de na mpuntunwuma biara ekoso ewo baabi no ebetimi aye ntem afi contractors a wode se adwuma no be hye omonsan so obeye adwuma no ntem se de ebeya bibiara ebekoto ten na osofo abedi akira wo hwe nkronketwa ene ehwamemu wonsam so etu na namo eko ahafomantem a biaya hodo a mpuntu ekoso honom no wakohwe ene contractors ahodo a ogusa adwuma no a wo ye nso oni o makokasa se
offices ne bi hono ayi not a rent issues of where not na ye bo contractors and when they are here minister by intending continue to rent adwuma so through the various stages less than 5% to complete na asansa fa dia the children intina etimi pese be hu sa ahobona wi pe na ile komana na Ghana man pe na na danko kufu ado so apepe hontima na me fa sa penyen so no manda na nanom ase abra eniso ade hu ba yi na minister person obisisi adan no sebi and be sidan asase so ti amatine se na nanom ede asase kese sa tetam nyina ama Abraya nyefe esanse omo man so obiam omo mpuntu man mpuntu obiam ebema mrante ne mabawa etmenye adwuma
George Boachia woye ahafomantam so afo enso ene osofa be de atwe ekasa ya wodi tu dwa se
eni so anope no se unamba bi na obi kase yeti region no abana nyehwe a emse ye gansa de yehu project do a ya faso anope yi ene de menim se mbo show no screen so ba mama mfo hu se aban region na wote ye no or the necessary infrastructure back region na wote ye no ya call RCC complex mohu baby edu so ba promise yes say ba march yes abekanti ye bompaye say yes abekan ya komu akoye adwuma baby we so mohu say baby ye beda so say di paro ye baby part na e be so nya also the pakra and the about regional by the omo speed up adwuma ma ye say baby eteno ye rent she say what here so much ye rent so yaso this is good 1 year ya we siska no it ye besere o say omo speed up say be ya benya dan no tema ye adwuma
ade ani be kira Premantem kofodua kropon mu abaya asabia kese wo ho na wasi dankora kese se fidi a yenuan mo nya saa ho ya de me kire kidney problem no enhwe wonom danda se de be wenya wonom ahodene ene mpani aye ama saa bredi akwanya ba se o manfo wo Premantem so binya saa o haw no a obenya ba bi obekọ a ye behwe no
utwa wani kire Premantem a ayarasabia Kasee wo honom no omankasa etimi akeka wonsase ayarasabia ni sika kakra wanya no wodi bi akwakoto emfidia wode behwe omanfa wanya saaboa eye kidney mu yade wo honom na ene se enipa ahodo a woba ayarasabia honom a wode saaboa mu yade eba no wodoso pa ne senti afidie ya wakwakoto ya wode ba be dialysis ebeboa ama saa yade watimi asoso ano ama omanfo wo honom Dr. Penny Winfred Ofusu wode nchemu eto abonten.
This hospital will now be providing the formal treatment option, which will be the removal of waste and toxins from the body. Mr. Chairman, it is estimated that the global prevalence of chronic kidney disease in the general population is between 10 to 14%, with diabetes and hypertension being the major causes. Chronic kidney disease is the 10th leading cause of death worldwide, and in sub-Saharan Africa, it is estimated to be around 13.9%. In Ghana, the prevalence of chronic renal disease is estimated at 13.3%.
Afi ayasabiano kwantrefo akun akuto ampao editu just say.
For me, the more important one is the acute cases where somebody's kidney shuts down for a period and all that person needs is one session, maximum 3 sessions to begin to reverse all the problems that the person has had. And in those sessions, they are able to gain back their function of the kidney, and then they go on to lead their lives, especially in the pregnant women who, as a result of their pregnancy, develop hypertension, which complicates the kidney, leading into acute renal failure. These women are put on the machines and will reverse the trend.
Amishadai Ofori eye BDAC Foundation for Penny Bako na ebra yaresabea no enya sani swadehuni foundation yi eboa omo ebra wo nada ehia ya wode afidie kwa yaresabea honom no ensam a Amishadai Ofori edito Adom Kasee enimuni.
Kidney diseases na nkasewa se yenya machine se obotum wa aboa on shedan ye disease odo kunimpa nti as BDAC Foundation no yehu there mbobia yebutum ya boa ma hospital wenya machines oti dey no ye boboa
yade ani be kire finfin mantam ni akopiem okromanti wo hena wo ho na duku wono ne de abasobo kese ma Adom Kasee ni nyina ne se adekradan nyunyunu me kire coastal a osiye ne mpane to na sauram o kan ma Adom Kasee so mu no ene Adom Kasee abomu ama mpane to na mo akwa epe kwampa obefa so ama ye adwuma no so na hwe ho se dabi adwumaso de Adom Kasee ye binti na wo sa basobo odema
Sadie Adom Kasee de beto abonten efa coastal kese a ewo komante a ewo mfimfin mantam ho a aban eja coastal yi ejeje hu ama enwura na age honom abosi asemi ba abonte pe no empanyimfo bi owa aban mu etu onanam akohonom ne nananom akohwese de tebia ne te a wode ato onanimu se sesi adade wo ye nsiesie de wo ho a enche kra bosumi mienu ntem pepepe obehwe se coastal no ebesan aye adwuma bium ebra okohonom enanana duku wo hena ho komante ede to empanyimfo ye animu se de washa wombo no wonhwe se obedi sa abohye ne so
de abiri benfa wati na wetu anam na wa ba menchen wo aza wo yema ha Adom FM nda wo yema kasa wo ocha wo yema kasa ma wa dawo mara mpanfi we yehunu oda na so nde aya atfofra man ko comment de won wo begina de wo ba maaze no wetum na wa ye adwuma nti mo we njem de obeye adwuma so nti man yi pa de wetum na wetu apinam azama mo wo makacha wan de ma on da wa bahi damra makan obotum na at least by 1 month and 2 months po aye adwuma ya do by pinya na inje ba shen akuma ma yan kwade ya wa kade ampa comment go on ori adwuma nti yan kwade nkezi go
opanyina wayi ne se enema ne mfidi ahodo a coastal ye sese wode kwhye ho no no na ebehwe so ama mpanyimfo aye se adwuma no woni Adom Kasee ekasa ye wode tudwa se enche kra mfidi ni no obehwe se de asese no ebeye adwuma afenso de sese wode kwhye ho no nso obeye no ama coastal Kasee asan apeja biem.
We finished this building like 8 or 9 years back, so even the way it is very hard.
Okay.
And the last one should be Alfacini. And we come back to Accra, we make Premtobre. And that will be all. And maybe in 2-3 weeks we know the road. We can make an estimation, we can make what we need to do with the jobs, etc., etc.
Okay. Okonfantimana, Municipal Coordinating Director or Hono dia wokan eni.
Komanti abokodo no wa shasi de oye adwuma. E mfi bia wa basen kona wo de the machines obisi wo. No ye adwuma da. Na say the mebre yempe fa hora wa ye na ra wa sana bebi no bohwe mo akodija. Na mi de oboboa manfanse manisi akohia yim. Nkankan hen apoye dwumeja ye di wo mfanse ha. Said the beer hen afrafi wo kona we na ma wo di wanam bibisi onke say me pempi na say okwo na wo kai chiri nam no wo de ba o say say no we be a papa bia or the beshe na wotum no keep for some time say ye bibia ati the man feed about mo wo medin so wa yankodo na bobo ho na kwan rodo
ya de ani be kire WEIJA na nanom atrankonwa a wono mo hodi atodwa se emfinhia aduanan nan nie no de asase antam ekabe se empem aduonum 50000 ede man pani se won fanye sutade na empatasika bi eni ho efiri mu baaye ebraso se mpani tua empatasika de ma wono nti sabre de wodi ato abanim se ompem empatasika ma wono no mo so akoma ento wono yem
Omanfo bekai se na watwi mu na osoafo a hwensuansuwa so ekọ aprobo ewo WEIJA dam empatam honom a wadi tuda se asase tra eda WEIJA dam honom no omanfo bi a wutu anua epayabo ahyase eye adwuma honom a enche kra anhwekra wonyansu no wanom na sasemi baaye na nanom a honom nso asori a wonsem bi a woka ne se wohiam patasika kese ewo aban ho esanse ebeye mfie aduanan nani na wona nanom aban ekọ won ho ekọje asase na wode yes Adom no na aban ehye won bo se obetua bibi amomo nanso asase a eye eka aduonum a wona nanom edema aban no aban ye ntwia ho hwe na ode asase eye dam ne senti se osoafo aba ho abehwe de ekoso ho no man ne omo nso ebre edu se empanyimfo ede won patasika ebema omo.
We met Honorable Kwame Nabates, the then Minister of Works and Housing, and his deputy being Honorable Ameletibu. And we had series of meetings and fora at their offices. And the resolution was that where they will cede part of the land to the inhabitants, of which there was a feasibility study, and then they came out with a diagram, of which we have some to be shown. But now, it's left with the government executive white paper to strengthen the whole saying, yet to come. And you know, blast, we are so different.
Owie ye was sign edin sembi eto aso se omanfo bi ne nam no waka se na nanom ene de asase no amasa adwumayefo na wotu so anua epaya bo ho no de opese woka na wasisu biem ne sasasem no enya de se no krebia ewom.
And we are saying ever since the WEIJA dam was constructed, that's 1978, compensation has never come our way. Not we alone, but other villages who are involved. With the exception of Joma, who have had DS.
Oba hima wono na achim KOTOKU na atrankonwa oda wono ma no se ohima na akua santo otosumi ensa de atudwa se emfinhia porepore aduonu nan nie na akonya kase da mpan ya ohene onum ni bi ompotem ho ni nyina kwa ya hensem ntia enti apuemantem na nam hemfo badwa ode ato omanim se obesre sa ha okoso no hwe nsiesie na afi KOTOKU man no onye ohempon entrance se de be boa ma omsumpuntu a ate atwan no onum anya biama akonkan de ama wono.
Oba hema wo achim KOTOKU traditional area na akua asante wa otoso miensa ene Adom Kasee ama ne boni etwetwe nkomo no ena wode tudwa se ahemfunsemu ntawantabo a ebribia esie e wo no mukrum hono no enya de ayeso ani kura woda na di se esansa ahemfunsemu ntawantawo a ase akere yie enti no emoa emempumtu ema wo no mukrum hono esent watoto asere nanom ahemfo ene omanfo ni nyina se wonka wo humu na afei menteme ho ase biara ekoso e wo hono no wonfa hyehyeye enwu akwan mu na wontu ase emfiri hono mokrakra.
Semo Sunday ye yamani koneni omebia koneni Premtobre men prende bida min yese mama yemfa to na me de ato aprofu no mbu won be say it takes two to tango na say me de ato ho dia mo ama kan so mo banko owo a sise ho ya yire ya wa papa so say ye de ye be hwe a o man no nkoso no ya ye so mo ka eja sise mo no mesra mo o ma mo ja no elu na KOTOKU man enkoso ye de abo ya play o na mo na ye nwe nkwada no ho
Jase hene owo achem asene nana amoada adum enso de to manfo wonum kotoku nyina anim se wonka wo hummumu se ne be ya sikasem mu yedi ani mpumto obetumi aba wonum krom honom na aboa ama wonum a wote honom nyina no betumi atena e wasumdue mu
sa dwumade ya di kura amrantie ne bi social media omode ne nam ho twa nananom adapa enso ahimfie ye afia esima omane nyina eho na esu amane eho na ye hyemra eho na etu mragu eho na esiesie adafo ne adofo ntem edi esre won mrantie no ene maba no mo hwe no mo sua nananom se de yesua ampanifo adikan no enne eda so tiasi omo so hwe no mo sua e na da chi ni ho a omo so atimi ahwe asanema so na asumdua aba
Panyimpa wono ene oda Memphis Construction Limited ano Kwame Danso enso ko dwumadie yase bia wono nso ede ne nsem etudwa
1 ye wo he okromu 2 enkabom e wo ho 3 emposo obi nti obi ho ase a eden ene anuonyam ede enkabom abema asaneman afutu ame ko de ma emamu no se ye emamu mi ma ye babu ni bi pen na medin sie ene ahobrase ene titi pa me nananum ede maame ene niame nya didi ewonimu ye na wade skuso ene na mede ye madwuma nyina
ye de ne be kire bono apoye mantam no mu sameka se NPP amanyokuo empania bie kwan se empeso anket nkumankuma police stations ahodo no omonto abanyi mpanimfo obeda no na bono apoye mantam mu de o ma hyase abato mpeso amakoma akodu ba ko ne ho emudu ana wonom eto abatachiman anafo de wonom ayi afrim senti a wom ayi afrim omanto de empani ne empani kirem se ne akare nyina no omo abie pono se obi bia nkodanim no nto aba na dibira hodo obi abenya bia na timi aboa mamanyuko no chichire akonkan
Buna poye mantemu MPP otitere ni Thomas Eduapia ani Adom Kasee etwetwe nkomo ene odi tu dwase emfa ho se mentimi nwase pi asore ewo MPP amanyuko no efa ewo mantem awoduo mu buna poye mantemu die empanifo de hyehye egu akwam se beye a police station forms no obi opa bibia benya bi ato ochwemu se ohwese die wo hye dwumadi na se ekoto ten no a nani agye ho
National Council may say you conduct election in 10 out of the 11 constituencies. Techman Stout normally keep it on hold, best known to the National Council, and for that matter, the leadership of the party. Issue form now Friday. So far, Mentesa Basabasa Ebia, SC constituency BIA. Ebia report to be now about Chama forms will be a say, no, the directives of my regional rep C2 said the forms gets to each and every one or aspire to become an aspirant or a candidate. So far, the Boni is we are on course. We are experiencing peaceful atmosphere regard of the issuance of the polling station forms.
Enwechi osaka de to aso say MPP amanyoko no betimi atra nwotwe no akodum yenu dia ene eje se emabunu no nyina eka won hubom no bonto emu oden ema amanyoko no wode kokobo ema abato mpesua no so empanimfo ya wonom eye kanana ayenam so ede basabasaye ebeba se wonum nyina enyai sebe ya obetimi eduru amanyoko no botaye eho.
When we want to break the age, we need this youthful, exuberant men and women betimi the agenda of breaking the age come into reality. And I think I send a word of caution, like you said, through most of the media houses in the region. Say, I wouldn't even hesitate to call any regional rep or chairman officer agenda rep so what you form now? Not just say we are executive or police station. Register no issue out the man the polling station. The register is going to be the Adom.
Yadiani echere asante mantem ntobroso asemu esi ya bra asrafo kotoshe emrante kwa ne maba wa bia wonu tufam agudie na mra kwan so hyehye omu fidie ne adan bi no manfo won ntobroso de tudwa se adan bi ho a ne nkasa bia no so asrafo hye no enam so ma asrafo dom panimfo de abetudwa se opo abedwako na sa asemi waye mu hwehwemu na ne wo se wode tu bia no wode ato
And then an central function mu akoso ama panyinekese a one of her operations so edema commandi Colonel Emmanuel Jedu edia tudwa akire mu se enyo mutiri mu po eso mu twaja ato edan ni mu na mu excavators ahodo mo hye na mu mienu a mu twaja to mu no na ben efie no a enam so bi emaja no tretreye ekoka efie no.
These excavators were moved and parked close by the river, which is also close to the settlement. 2 excavators were set ablaze, but tragically, a close-by house which was being used by the illegal miners as a fuel storage to supply fuel for the excavators caught fire. This happened because, though the house was quite far from the burning excavators, the fuel spillage from the house to the excavators also caught fire, causing the fire to travel to the house. Fortunately enough, no lives were lost.
Colonel Emmanuel Jedu HSA empo se jano etentene ekofie ho no wɔyɛ wadwen sɛ enka obisi ano kwan se ne bɛyɛ a enniewu ana ense niema nanso timamufo no ama ho kwan a ɔmo hyɛ ase eto wɔn abo.
Efforts on the part of the personnel, our personnel present to prevent the fire from reaching the house was thwarted when the locals started attacking them with stones and other offensive implements. The personnel called in the fire service around Nkawye, and on their arrival, they were equally assaulted and their fire tender destroyed.
Colonel Emmanuel Jedu HSA on man so wa mprimprim ahye nhwemu ase a ɔmode hwɛ ne ntia agya no etumi nante ye kɔ fie hɔ a ama efie no atumi ahye no.
Bɛyɛ nhwehwɛmu de establish the actual circumstance surrounding the whole situation. Communities na saa man na yɛ de ɛkɔ so no ɔmo moayɛ na yɛntumi yɛ den ɛmfa nko ntia nia ɛkɔ no.
Adwumaso na ɛda operation hɔ to ɛtɔ so mienu nyinaa ɛne sɛ ɔbɛhwɛ abonsuo nso ho ban kwa ebretu ho ban sɛne ɛbɛyɛ a wɔn etu ofumu gudi a ɛmfa mra kwan so no ɛnsɛ ɔbɔ adeɛ nneɛma a ɔde adomyɛ no amaneboyi Emmanuel Bright Kweku edi free Asante Mantemu NTOBROSO.
Yɛto akaseɛ no so na mpanimfo a wɔnom hwɛ nipa kan so Ghana Statistical Service de nkontabuo bi aba de ato dwa sɛ wɔnom bu nkonta na adankora ububu a ɔhamu kyekyem bɛsɛ dunan ɛyɛ fie ahodo a wɔnom de yɛma wɔnom sɛ ɛsan ahodo a yɛ de fi gu mu no wɔnom obi ɛno akyi ɔhamu kyekyem aduonum wɔnom nyinaa wɔn bɛnya nsuo anom agye sɛ de rɔba mu bia ɛna wɔnom ɛnonom wɔ mayi mu.
Limsa itwatso ewo afimpinu ene aduonu baako population and housing census a wonom eyeye no wonom ema wonom adwene kɔ nsuo ahonudie ene adan ahodo a ewo oman mu ene enyama afoforo so na hwehwemu a woyeye ewo saa bia yi mu no wonom ehwe impumtu a ekoso ewo enyama ahodo a wo ma wadwene ekoso no emu Samuel Kobna anim eye government statistician wodi emu nkyeremu atudwa
yehwe disposal of waste yehwe wastewater and solid waste. Now wastewater and yeshe there and go for generate wastewater wo soak pit bia wastewater and kogum and now wo sewage system bia wastewater and kogum and now what to go pado 2021 population housing census and about to that there wastewater ye generate if you bath house and ye jada ye demand about 70% of households were Ghana what to go see to do what to go pado bibia ye pay attention to because wastewater disposal ya no so have no so one nonsense and do ye apomdim.
Sophia Kumoji Chief Corporate Communication Officer our Jospon Group of Companies ono so ekodwumede ya sibia wokɔkyerɛ n'adwene ɛwɔ kwan a ahonidie adwumakuo ahodo ɛfa so ɛdeboa ahonidie mu ahokyerɛ wɔ ɔman mu no ɛho.
According to the reports, some of the households, even within Accra, Greater Accra region and Ashanti region, households, more than 1 million households do not have waste bins. So it means if we really want to get to that level, we should move beyond the 1 million and go to 2 million or more. At the moment, we've distributed more than 300,000. But I didn't as such say it is a nipani J. And what will make it even more impactful is for government to come up with a bylaw to say that every household must own a bin.
Masisa senso wache eswafo a wono en wo hwe works and housing so wono so de nsem atudwa
edi enti na obesi dan abra o target marketing needs come beto enti no government e the new program aba e friend new government affordable housing program and no ye ma private sector not land na ya ma ye the infrastructure called land no so na ye keka we nyina abuma the cost of construction is so better by 40% and no be ma private sector no and so no price na all ton aba form
Adom TV ewia Premtobre Kasee no ani gusu a wo hwe no aso gusu a wutie no Facebook ye nam ho TikTok ubehu yen ubedi achi ubesre kama sanso na Twitter bibia ekoso na de aduru so eye de edwagu wonim se o me da bia ensem dwagu ni ade ma me boatoma wo ha ma boatoma ene ede na edwagu
obri sembebre record papa week in week out bia no some kodo na this week is ye bo share MPP 41 polling station executives to kwankinkiti a obe abomre kwa na wokwa kwaje forms za akako for nominations no ndam sam no ho no ndamara nso na adwasafo hu samsam ya ye onyimbe mo wo na so babo so lumbo so obasak no woren sak no ho sam wo ho no tino my ready amzini nyare bre na hwefo
twen ye dan ye ho aba ye ba obehwie ni nyina gu kama edi ama
na mamenyo nka za orokojo wo yen social media pages no drama music na menyo nche story fa MPP nomination forms a oye wiki mu no na oyaza webo ekwa na to honom do awu biara ye interested ye party member ye interested e pede ye polling station executive no ebotum na akọ for form na so no ye hu akasa bebre wo bebi bebre za oda nso pa ye za okojo wo menshia north na nchemu ni na ranye de oyaza chema wuntumi ahye hono but the forms no na la wetie ni na account obiara botum akofo free na so no wokwae no was no dey bi osedi tia bi kakra ansana was the form so no amon yen hwe zo called wo menshia north.
How can we break the 8 if these things are happening?
Chairman Chairman nipa 1000 otia 1000 it is a form so near 1000 nipa 1000 and beyond that you are paying. It's mathematically. Nyaobe mufufro no will fall beyond the 1000. Exactly.
Jebedu ha. You better form so say. Chairman atua aya constituency chairman wa 2000 pesika. 85000 na chi kono. Wo beba no a we new ayibia no. Wo betua 10 cedis. Aya dia ekire yadwen. Say yam pose chairman wontumi ntua ka. Amaya sonte so achia so dia. Amonfa efano e de ma coordinators no mo nchema yai
12 years ni ya wonu we be da ya first time ni and wo mo experience this my fucking thing e do ma we ya ni abre akufo ado ya straw bram
into no years okodo o menshia north ma menje wadwenche wodam nsemi ho Jude Navroso say into MPP4 pa oyaza wonsu election bia in 2020 elections no ho into na wa start the mzamzame ya wori ye na opodoka chen wonder won prepare won ho pa na said the man na wo bokoneza no wo lose additional 40 seats in 2024 into Jude Navros also won't be free 2020 elections no Alfred Champon or say all these people want to be delegates so they can sell their votes in the primaries. Delegates are the problem we have in Ghana. So when we now work Jukwan Wababe delegates Sikenti when you want to turn one vote no na delegate for no one away any problem Kasee pa wo krom hade into no Alfred a champion is our the bay na makan kan amon no kwaku pusha Martin so say picking of forms so sisi ala wabe stronger than appetite. It's kwaku pusha Martins also picking of forms so is now stronger than appetite. Say Morocco Mansamoda oye GOV'T your first deputy speaker na wiki mu ye hu de oyaza na Alban back na oye speaker of parliament or the yaw reka nsembi wo parliament honom na za no wo nyina de opedo chwe de so oyaza oye ruling bi wo honom na say oja na chuma GOV'T obaba no na ruling no GOV'T are overturning into no yen share za okay wo parliament
of the first deputy speaker to overrule my rulings is, to say the least, unconstitutional, illegal, and offensive. Be that as it may, I shall not be taking any steps to overrule the decision of the First Deputy Speaker to dismiss the motion as moved by the Honorable Ranking Member of the Finance Committee. The Deputy Speakers and I will deliberate on how to present a more coherent and uniform structure in respect of rulings so that the House is guided at all times during deliberations. Our standing orders provide the procedure for challenging the rulings of the chair, and those aggrieved by the rulings may take the necessary steps. The proposals.
Speaker of Parliament, Alban Backman, and I attend and Kao Honomama, Menjawajin Tre on Fa, Maxwell, Nuro, what say, Kasan Kuti, Honorable Speaker, Zokodo Parliament, Honominano, or your fault. You are the cause of all the whole mess at the Parliament House. You cannot deceive Ghanaians, or something, Badada, Ghana Fokra. Now, you've stayed and shared all the proceedings. That Brubaha would not have happened. Also, and now share maza or Kodo Parliament in Yano, something now working in area Yananka, back and forth your Ruko Cicero or Kodro, Cicero Yawaja to Mode, or any 40s or hope there, or bet 10 over a new leaf. Or say, please don't absent yourself again because you are the Speaker of the House. Maxwell Nezingen, Agbetivo K. Lucas, or say, yes, you are a good leader, and so support Honorable Backbane. Kingsley Ofori, say, Efo Kensen, Mr. Speaker, your time Parliament are becoming a Bukom Banco arena. Why? Because you run away from Parliament when motions are raised. So sit down there and let both sides to discuss. Kingsley Ofori, so Neza Ozebeng. Kojo Impieni, a former chief of staff, work for ne time no. Now, on no reach him there. Dama address a phone some semi as or bobo so orumbo and some or kodi on whose own yaza President Akufado said or Sakeno. Yen says that okay.
And vote against you, so that maybe what you want to achieve, you may not do that. So I believe you really find out what is really wrong with her. That's very important. That is very, very important. And help her to recover from whatever is bothering her.
Now, there's a question, though, about her role as minister. Now, the chief of staff have been trying to get her to play ball, get to work, come to parliament, and also be the minister that she's supposed to be in the gender ministry. We understand that's not been so fruitful. You have been chief of staff before. Is that how difficult the job is?
I don't want even to hear that. You were appointed by the president. I'm given a job to do. So if you are not doing the job, what should I do as a president? You either resign from the job or I sack you. So that part of the problem, I don't see the real problem there. Being a minister.
Kojo Impieni, former House of Chief of Staff na Yetenenkano Mamenjawajin Nuruddin said to us, I actually see no reason why Ghanaians are pampering Dome MP. Also, very, very unfortunate. Now, our leaders have disappointed the electorate. Or no, believe there's about time a Ghana for Yabama politicians, no, Yabama serious, another Yabama why serious. Or he sees no reason why people should waste one precious time and energy to queue and vote. And just imagine they will go through and sign a vote. Na boye no na MP na to man no the parliament hall Juliana Amofa say she can be replaced as a minister if they want to. I think she's going through a lot mentally, so give her some time. Also what na wa for before was na share adwa safo na name no hu dem ame no or go through and you may be mentally. Sule Bukari also pedoya analysis be or say maybe if Nana sack Ajwa go resign, Parliament NPP number go drop, e-levy go suffer, by-elections go come, government go send, go spend, opposition likely go win seats because of the current happenings, government go suffer, implement its policies, opportunity cost they very high. Not sure Chima say what saka do suffer NPP for what call Papa Pantano, Sule Bukari Neza Ozebeng. Our who send your call do was sentimental war, bra construction workers be a war to inform now waste wall abo wall be hoban. Now what no worry about hoban no obu gu one kasa wondu man pay be and wash one kono young shares or call do or hono.
And the statistics man routine war. Okay. Ama ayino. It's a missing in inside na boy soon to ma homutu war no. Today we answer one if you know on the Buabu or Muslim. I thought maybe they had no machine. Okay. To me, who am teaching now, Madame and is a Buabu Muslim machine. Okay.
Into no are a wholesome papa or honum na my NG wajin tray in fa no more. Abdul Aziz Musa say, construction workers all chrome had no you hold one responsible whenever they go against safety measures in Ghana. So Jamonunti in a one way to now wakodo. Mustafa Al Hassan Ismail say, you see the results of building without permits? Or a shop pardon coffin one permit impo una worry see the more na wa madamare who semi waban. Baby I do know my NG the video of the day. Into no liha mela in a uno honum no Mrs. Patapa watch de o Patapi's boys no dano what no fair Halina Mizidia Echogo no Mizi Bessie in a mammy bottom at the Fantado president for the Brothers and Sisters Association following pages no Adom TV or Facebook and Instagram Adom_TV TikTok and Twitter Macron so Bria Bois friend and from was in someone Keno was Babro. Mama wakwaba sabredi maame babu atma wa wienti yetumrika na trotro ya bawu asalam dan yeko se meka se wa prempagina ho se wa otemenka sabre so mu trotro de no manfo eka de na wo mu ekire na yentie o sabre ya to akase so na ye de ni ekire Lagos apon mu mpanimfo a wonom kira de ho de atodua se so hwe de adesuafo ni bi modem mo a akwakoye se aka ekire kakra ni nyina ya abefu ko nam so wo sua de no eno na ha desuafo no
se wohwe sania yade kire o university no etiena ansana covid no baba no na ye kira de classroom I friend no face to face so lecturer ejina hono mo na face students no so ho na fe mo interact na covid no bae no ma ye jai sa ade kire no ma fe ade kire no beye bibi friend online no na fe HSS students no etifie anase otini room ne ho na lecturer no so use computer ni internet na fe ode trade na fe na sa no nia mihuye no ene se school for omo free ifi ohia wo mu anase wo mu enisika no omo entumi ento credit omode eba online no so eba na mba bisua ade ne bi omunso a omunisika no na afi omuntumi ento computer ana omuntumi ento phone friend smartphone na afi edisua ade no bibre na omunso omo entumi amambekire omambesua ade ne bi enti dia na meche ni nyina ene se ewo se aban ene university no eni eko sa bia sa omo a omo ni bie no akogina no efre sa omo a omo ni bie no online adesua no ha omo bebre metime ebumani atese at least be about 30% hono baby ede kono ebisa omo se online adekye no mpempenso bi duye unisika ana uni computer nti wentumi amba na be 30% ede kochese yentumi amba na afem bi so so se emre dodo sen na to bia wentumi mba around be 20-30% echese be 4 times and as more yentumi emba lectures nti even say even 10% and 15% kra muntumi mba lectures 4 times and as more na utumi se hadwin pa
afei yentumrika na yemfa yani enche asalam down yeko adom trotro ho ene yeko se wa prempage na ho sisia na dia no manfo ka dia na wonom so ekire se wa sa wotemen kan so mu na yenko na afei die go ho bia no twamfo ni kire
Obri abo said the midi kan ekaye no and na yes read as so message na no yasan de aba be piemu e wo Cathedral Square na we de on say ye di kan anke ye ba be kasa na fidie ne ye de ye adwuma nti na mfom so e ba ho no nti me gina ha ya na mehu se motor rider o ye delivery guy a o twa mu nti me pese me ne kasa kakra nti chawani sha me camera ni na ye kasa kakra within the same
Richard
o share camera ni mo de we a wo sresre ne de me pene santi ka do seria ne share camera ni mo mame a na bibia akọ okay amamem wo se within the Richard wo hu we ye delivery service
wacha
na me hu se wo namui wo jacket ne wo ne me hye wo de ye kama wo moto ne nso so me hu se ye kama na wo license de
me o me bibia
license ne de na wo
me bibia license ni ye kan say I'm bibia
insurance
motor papers nya
wo bibia and they say police ni you mam say police ni ehu a ontime nya wo hwe
ontime nya me hwe me ho me po me gina mo o o me hwe bibia mo nya me hwe
me so confident
me o bibia
yo na Adom TV ya pro bone ne say read so message na in fact udru hanom no wo ya de sense udru na read na so me hu say manimu he ya na wo begina yenti ho no de ye bebo aba so pa na emom ade a asesesi a mehu ewo wo ho a eye mfom so eye se won hye gloves afesusu wo ni guard ada na aba ne sa
o ma che o mere me ni ba metobi
ada na da won toy
ye beto yeah
enti wo de unua ma o mo na ma o mo hye reflector o mo hye gloves o mo hye ni guard no asembe na wo be ka che o mo
me to mo ve se golf drivers ni de we bring our junior. One year careful pay, I'm the kind of ball. Yeah, and crack. When you're careful, pa. Yeah.
It's make us a red as such, so some message na red as so.
Master Gina.
Red as so.
Master Gina.
Red as so.
Master Gina.
I feel the wood to make call. Obri, said you want a pro, but no, sir, baby, I'm Gina, a year or more. A move free circle and I say a salam down, Eba, no Mudru Hanum, no. Or dear. Aso reda omunyina atimi agina air chance e betimi aso gran so nipa se de bia ye kan no motor rider si ameni omugina hanu mu hwe ahyen e wo machi nyina agina enso mehu se sesie ya ye kasa traffic light no edum sana na se motor riders no asa afi de omo ye bibia bi e wo kwam se sie ya me ne wo kasa traffic light ya begina ase no edum enti ebra edum ye na ahyen a efri asalam down e ba nyina no na omo de aso reda ba sent no omugusu ejina honom enso motor riders na omubedru hanom ne de omo amfin se traffic no adum nanso edru hanom na ye red se omugina omo amfin ni nyina hu ne yesi afutuo no eye ba ko pe yesi red so message na ntu ye motor rider na sa wonam na sa red so a na wagina nti se sie ba bia ye gina de senka police for ba hanom a enkebe koyie pa esanse se de o hye motor rider ye omaba betwa mu sesie yanko ya ne car na hia se police for ba hanoma anka be boa pa ni nyina mu na yesi motor riders nti na ye bre red aso mu nyina ye begina traffic light yasi red no traffic light no adum na so de ye kan se wudru ba bi na so hu sa hyen na gina na so wo twen ama bi akọ ansa na wakọ a gina boko ansa na won so wakọ nti obri se hu mi o studio hanoma hu motor riders no aye tu omo fuma me se red ne so a omu nyina omu do traffic light na se adum nso a omo hwe se bia ya omo nam no se ehyen bi agina wo honom a ene omo nsusu engina na bibia enko boko ema omo nti so hu mi studio honom a hu so mu honom ma me ne nyina ye nje so se eye
awe se wa prempe ena wotere nka no ene uduro na se traffic na so nko ade amesraw gina why ne sa utwam ade asembe ba fe yemfri TROTRO na yemfa ye ne nkyensem fufuro mu a yenyina yenim de yakoso Ukraine memu abra Russia mana koto ahye wonom so na meka sei enam so ama Ghana adesuafo a wonom Kiev womo kodusua nim de efa mpomdire ho womo akobo nyenyen dodo no a wonum nya ba bi mfomutire nwo enam so mom de ato abanim se aban mefa wonom mfiri Russia manum na mrahye badwa fie na mrahye badwafo ne bi so esrese ade na yeputupuru ti aban keka no mfo momra se de be ya bibia be ye boko
Wiase afana nyinada edwani ehwe ade a Russia eye ewo Ukraine esama so twe kese a eda wontemunti no Russia man no asrafo ahyase etoto eyetopaye eko Ukraine man mu weyinti ebramra hyebedwafie ehyiaye no ena opanyina wodi dom kuma no anim Haruna Idusu ede ato mpanyimfo anim se ebre edusa Ghana ma wo Ukraine hono ma wo sua de anase wo ye bibi foforo no mpanyimfo ema wo honya ha enkofa omumfiri sanse de ntokwa ne kono anhwa na agensamu.
The safety of Ghanaian students in Ukraine and to work towards the immediate evacuation of Ghanaian students, those studying in Ukraine. Mr. Speaker, this we must do to assure the students and their parents that they are Ghanaian and they deserve our support. So it's a matter of urgent public importance. I'm indulging you that we raise this matter because the Minister of Finance must make money readily available to the foreign minister. We do know the number of Ghanaian students in Ukraine, quite a number studying medicine, probably some even sponsored by members of parliament.
Emrashebedwani a owo Ebuakwa South Samuel Atachia edeka ho se de eko ewo Ukraine man mu no esese mpanyimfo ema omo ho ye hapa na okofa Ghana ma efri ho.
Honorable Speaker, we can't be sure the way the matters are escalating in Ukraine. If you pay regard to what America is saying and then what Putin himself is saying and the rest of the world, the safety of our people cannot be guaranteed. In these circumstances, I can only say that you don't have to play lottery with their lives because we don't trust the next military maneuver that is going to come from the Russian leader.
Alexander Fenyoma kena waye dom Kasee no panyimpa be de atwi enso de nano eto asemi mu bia wo twe mu se de dom kuma no aka no wo nso pene so se esese animu animu ya wo kofa Ghana ma efri Ukraine honum.
A Ghanaian who is looking at the reality has brought to our attention this important international issue. We don't live in isolation. We live within the ECOWAS bloc. We live within the AU bloc. We are a member of the UN. We are part of the world economy. And I'm saying that our economy is being affected, will be affected, and we should look at the reality. Businesses will be affected. I am a businessman. I know what is happening. Lawyers will be affected. Entrepreneurs are going to suffer because of this Ukraine situation.
Emrashebedwafo akanso edwanu tuma wo twe mu sa semidie entempara Ghana mpanyimfo enkofa Ghana fo wo honum.
What the leader said, or the issue he raised, is an important one that we all have to start, or our leadership will have to start working on.
Lip ayan hyehyɛ aban de bae sɛ wɔde bɛboa ye maame ne papa no mumfi akwani mu sɛ de bɛyɛ bɛsoso wɔn mo brɛ ɛso sika na bosome bia ɛkoro na send Ghana de ato dwa sɛ aban nya sɛ abrɛ ne abra no bɛ contentem sɛ de bɛyɛ betumi aboa ye maame ne papa no musan sɛ ya na kyɛ ɛkɔba sa nso de ahokyerɛ ɛba ɔmanfo a wɔsɛ nkɔm nsa ka sɛ sika no so.
Omanfo a wo livelihood empowerment against poverty nim no eye onibiefo a ebi nso so edi dem abosumi biara esese aban ema omu bibi ede hwe won ho na sasika ya na brano no aka etwe pa ekoba sa ekuakuo bi te se Send Ghana social accountability and civil society for eka won ho bom ede to aban anim se esese wotwe sika ema sankofo yi sese sika esese wotwe ema wona wo hye lip ni mu no acha pa ne sent de okacha aban se ebra aso se wosan etwia abosomi bebredi a wontwiaye na ebra wo ye nsentwofo nhyiamu no Isaac Nyakokwache a wogina mu emma Send Ghana Foundation no dia wo kan ye ene say
government must be proactive. Yes, sympathize with government, and then it means that the very vulnerable people are equally going to be overburdened. And at the ABC, don't forget, Corona by Krana are overburdened the already vulnerable persons. And so why do we sympathize with government? It is just a matter of being proactive right from the beginning. We are proactive, so I need to pay these people wherever the money is. And again, the allocations made to for these policies, we must ensure that those allocations are released on time. An institution, it is not an individual. So if the individual is not there, the institution must work. just as you are here, if you are not here, the institution must be working. If you could not come for this program, else will be back and the press conference must go on. So it is about the institution. The institution must be strengthened, not individual.
Obri Yabwa, Fentem from the Diamages, so Haram Kasee and AC, Okumankra, Eddie, Fire for Fire, bro, King G Fashion, Ebenezer, Kaswa, College Junction, Honor, one of Port at the share me.